spent a lot of this year alone, not out of force, but because my New Year's resolution for 2022 was to work on myself mentally, really truly improve my mental health. And because of that, I just spent a lot of time by myself because I needed to learn how to be okay alone again, and I needed to do a lot of self-improvement and learn more about myself individually. And I also started therapy in January of 22, and I found comfortability in being quiet and not awkwardness or uncomfortableness or like embarrassment from liking being quiet and alone. I'm an introvert, and it was always something I got bullied on, being alone and enjoying being alone. And this last year, I spent a lot of time on my own. Because of that, I was able to find doing things for myself, and that was really good for my mental health. Doing things, creative things like music and art. I released an album, and when I first realized that I was actually going to be able to put it on a platform somewhere, I started thinking, oh, what would other people like? What do other people want to listen to? And then I had to stop myself because it's not for them, it's for me. The things I create is for me and not for other people. I also stopped hating weird things I really enjoy, my niche little subjects. I also got bullied for liking geeky or nerdy things, and this last year I just let myself enjoy it, and I talked to people in my life about it without caring what they think of it, and that really helped too, just to talk about it and to really fully let myself enjoy it. A year and a half ago, I got out of a very toxic platonic relationship that lasted 6 years, and during that time I wasn't able to do a lot of self-discovery, and I pushed a lot of things away, and that's a big part of the reason why I wanted to take this time to do more self-discovery. But about 2 weeks after I got out of that relationship, I started my first actual relationship with my current partner. Self-discovery while you're in a relationship, especially your first relationship, is such an odd thing, and I feel really, really grateful and lucky because the things that I realized of myself and the things that I am trying more and more to accept of myself are things that I've seen and heard other people get broken up over. It like being asexual and trans and having autism are all things that I've realized more and more are part of me, and telling my partner about it was hard. And I feel really lucky because she doesn't care in the best way possible. She doesn't care. And it is hard though, because, she's not asexual or trans or autistic, and trying to explain how I feel when I'm first trying to figure out myself to somebody who will never feel that is so difficult. It's so hard. Trying to explain to somebody what it's like being trans who isn't trans is hard in general, but then when you're just figuring it out on your own and you don't even fully understand how you feel and trying to explain that to somebody who has no idea, that is so difficult. I think the other hard thing is that I have nobody in my life who feels or identifies the same exact way that I do. There's nobody trans in the way that I am in my life. There's nobody really asexual in the same way that I am in my life, and I don't know anybody who's autistic. I did have a conversation with somebody who has autism towards the end of last year, in December of 22, and it was really, really nice. It was such a euphoric feeling because, I had heard people talk about what it feels like and their experiences, but it feels so much more real when you're face to face with a person talking about things and relating to things, and I finally felt like I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy before, but like I finally felt like I wasn't then. There is such a big difference between talking to people who are neurotypical and neurodivergent. I struggle a lot socially. That's where I relate the most to when it comes to autism, is the social aspect, or one of the many places I relate the most to. And finally talking to somebody who also has similar struggles and having a conversation with them in real life, it was incredible. I also came to the terms that I am asexual and trans. Your relationship with your body, being asexual, is such a strange thing that people don't talk about enough also. I have always been lucky enough to have pretty privilege, but along with that, I was told from a very young age how I should view my body and how I should let others view it and how I should present myself to find it more attractive to other people. And it just kind of sucks because I don't feel sexual attraction to other people, and then to try and force myself to be sexually attracted to other people, and then to try and force myself to sexualize other people, it doesn't work out well. And then to be trans and to have some places of my body that I feel the most dysphoria over be the places that get sexualized the most, and then being asexual, there's just such a discomfort and just like bad. It's bad. And I realized that I just need to make peace with my body when I looked up how much top surgery costs. And I realized that I might never be able to do that. So it wasn't that I needed to love my body, it wasn't that I needed to see my body in a different light necessarily, it was just that I needed to make peace with it and realize that my body does not have to be sexual, it doesn't have to be a sexual thing, I don't need to view it in that light. And because I get to choose who I have in my life, nobody in my life will view it as a sexual thing. And that I just need to make peace with it and understand that this thing is just keeping me alive. And that is all I need to do. I don't need it to look a certain way. I don't need it to be a certain way other than the fact that it is healthy. And that is it. This year, my New Year's resolution is to continue working on myself, but instead of just having my brain be healthier, I want to just be healthier in general, and just make sure that I am happy and healthy and doing things that make me feel good. I'm gonna continue posting online videos like these that I enjoy. I'm going to continue sharing things that make me happy, even though sharing things, especially my art, is something that makes me really anxious, but it's good for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm really excited for this year. So, I think it's gonna be a good one.